Hey there, my name is Ashley Valentino, and I am shooting this video to share how our lives were about a year ago with my son's severe eczema. My poor son, his face was completely covered with eczema. It was weeping, it was bleeding, he was itching it constantly, and then it started to transfer to his elbows and to his knees. So always had to carry all sorts of creams. I have pharmacy in my house of creams that were just not working. So fast forward a year later today, now my son is clear head to toe. You can see his sweet little face again. So life is good. Life is much better. It's less stressful. And just seeing that my son has been healed and is happy and not irritated and itchy, it's just everything. I highly recommend the Eczema Transformation Program. So before working with the Eczema Transformation Program, our lives were a little bit of a mess. My son, who was 8 months old at the time, had pretty severe eczema. So we were trying to manage that, manage his comfort, which also kind of trickled on to mine and my husband's stress levels. And we also have 2 older children. So everyone in the family was feeling the stress, feeling the uncertainty, and we all just couldn't stand seeing how uncomfortable he was. What made me say yes to the Eczema Transformation Program was pretty much clear as day for me. I had reached a breaking point. I had exhausted all dermatologists, allergists, local doctors to us. So I felt like I did everything I could on my end. I spoke to one of the associates and just asked a ton of questions, just dove in as this was my last option. My gut was telling me, yes, this is our last option. We have tried everything else, and I went in with lots of hope. If there was something that would have prevented us from getting started with the program, it definitely was the cost. So we're used to dealing with insurance and having some of that covered. So as a last resort, the cost was kind of like a sticker shock, mainly for my husband. So it took some convincing on my end. And honestly, paying that price and knowing all the support that I had from the get-go, it made me that much more committed. What surprised me the most about the Eczema Transformation Program was a little bit of everything. And I mean everything just because I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. They make everything so thorough and so understandable for you from the get-go, but realizing just how much work it is, not only for you, but your family and the person with eczema. So it felt like a part-time job. And with that being said, I had the support that I needed. So by diving in with my resources that were given to me through the program, with the calls, the community, the Facebook, I used every single one of the resources available to me, and that made it feel just not so overwhelming. And then as far as the result, there were times in the program where I did not think I would see an end. I did not think I would see improvement. So we were definitely a family that experienced the marathon because it took us a little bit longer than the average family. So the results in the end were absolutely incredible, and I'm just so thankful. What we are able to do differently now than before the program is just have confidence in the food that we are feeding him and our whole family. So we thought we were healthy. We thought we knew nutrition, but especially the gluten and dairy component, I have learned so much about food, about balance, about how our bodies react to different things. So I can, with confidence, feed my family, and especially my son that had the eczema, knowing that it's not going to affect him. If it does, I know how to manage it. I understand the supplements that were given and taught to us a lot better. So I just understand the whole process of our gut and what it does to our body when it is inflamed and angry. So I'm leaving more knowledgeable and more equipped to keep my family happy and healthy. I would recommend the Eczema Transformation Program to families because if you are seeing this video, that is your sign. I am sure you and your family have exhausted many options just like mine did. So if you are seeing this, really, truly, this is your sign. Dive into the support, dive into the course, and just know that there is light at the end of the tunnel to get your family and whomever is suffering from eczema healthy again.